Hi, in the following video I would like to share with you my solution how to set up native UI for your custom plugin development for FiveM. And okay, let's see. But at first, it was really hard for me to find NativeUI library which works with C# and Visual Studio. It was okay. Firstly. Okay, let's see on the internet what you can find there. Maybe it will be easier to explain it to you. What I wanted to do was I was trying to write my own FiveM plugin in C#, and I wanted to do some UI written in NativeUI, but I couldn't find any NativeUI DLL file that works for me, because when you type on your browser, let's say NativeUI FiveM download, let's say, what you got these two links first. Okay, as you can see, that's what I could also find on the first site. It turned out that this repository is only Lua repository, so you are not able to download a DLL file from here. Here you have only source code. Okay, but then I found another site, I think this one, where someone wrote that there is a GitHub repository where you can find NativeUI DLL file. So I thought that's a great repository. So I went here and I downloaded the latest version 1.9.1, and I was trying to install it on my FiveM server. But unfortunately, it turned out that after 2 days of searching where is the problem, okay, I was trying to run this DLL library for 2 days, and after 2 days I found the solution. It was today's evening. It turned out that this version of NativeUI is, let's say, is designed for original GTA 5 game. It's not for CitizenFX. It's not for FiveM. Okay, but during those 2 days, I found another page. I'm not sure if I find it, if I'm able to find it again, but the page pointed to this repository, and here I put the link below in the description of the video. It turned out that this version of NativeUI is that what I was searching for. It's designed for FiveM. It's designed for writing FiveM plugins. Okay, so let me show you how you can configure or set up your development environment, and because there is one thing that you have to do. Okay, let me show you from scratch. So at the beginning, you can just download source code from the repository, and you have to download the latest version of jar file from here. Okay, after you downloaded both of the file, you can just install it on your FiveM server. Okay, so let's try it now, just to be sure that that this version works for you. Let's create some folder like test NativeUI. Let's put both the files here, or all the files here, and now it's time to run the server. And FiveM client. O, cześć! Miło, że wpadłeś. Okay, now I'm trying to hit to press F5 key. As you can see, nothing happened now. So let's load NativeUI extension. This NativeUI, okay, and now when I press F5, as you can see, the sample extension works properly. So now it's time to do something more complicated. Let me show you. Okay, when I'm talking about more complicated thing, is I'm talking about now we try to build many example DLL file by ourselves. So I deleted the file. I leave here on the NativeUI DLL file. Now you have to run Visual Studio Code. Okay, let's create some project. Here's the very important thing: you have to choose class library .NET Framework. Let's call it test native UI, or maybe native UI showcase. It's a better name. Okay, that's the solution name, that's the project name. Okay, let's change the class name to native UI showcase. Okay, at first let's set some properties of some project properties. Very important thing, you have to just add .NET suffix here, and in build events you can also add some copy scripts to copy the result DLL into right directory. I have already prepared this copy script. It looks like here. But I need to change the path to the right one. Okay. Another important step is to copy. Okay, let's open this repository, and here you have an example. That's the showcase that we want to copy to our class. So let's copy the file. As you can see, here is the name of the here's the constructor of the class, but our class has a different name, so we have to change it, the right one. And as you can see, we have no reference to UI. We haven't loaded the LL files with Citizen Core and NativeUI, so we have to do it now. So just click to project reference, add reference, browse, and you have to add this DLL file, and you have to add Citizen Core DLL file from FiveM folder, app data, local roaming. Local FiveM application data, Citizen here, lib mono 4.5 and this one. Okay, everything looks nearly perfect, but let's try to build the solution. And as you can see, we got this error which says that the color is defined in both is defined in more than one DLL file. The one is as I remember, system core, and the second one is Citizen FX core, and both of them contains class named color. So what you have to do is just to click on Citizen FX core, then you have to change alias from global to something else, like let's say fx, enter. Then you have to add something like extern alias fx, and then you have to add namespace, I mean alias here, so fx double colon fx double colon. Okay, let's try to build Okay, I made some mistake here. But something happens with, I think that everything is okay, but Visual Studio has some problem with compiling the code. I will try to first rebuild the solution, and then I'll try to restart Visual Studio, because I got this strange message, as you can saw. Okay, and yeah, so I forgot to extend NativeUI showcase from base script, and that's the problem. Sorry. Okay, it's not the problem. Okay, this C# is still strange for me. What's the problem? Here everything is correct. Okay, yes, I think. Oh no, I think that is correct version of NativeUI. Let me check this one. Okay, I need to load this one. What's the problem? Maybe the name of the class, but okay, so I didn't have reference to system drawing. I don't know why I didn't have. That was the problem. Okay, so now we are able to compile the file. As you can see, the file was copied to the target directory. So now we can edit the resource Lua file and just replace the previous file with current version of the file. And I think that's all. So now we can try to test. We are ready for test. Okay, so let's run our server. And FiveM. Okay. Let's enter the game. Okay, I'm pressing F5 key, and as you can see, nothing happened. So let's try to start our test NativeUI plugin. And now when I press F5, as you can see the menu. To be sure that it's my version of Showcase, I can, for example, add I don't know, another checkbox or something like that. Let me show you, and it will take us maybe 2, maybe 3 minutes. So okay, let's find. I think that this is the checkbox, so we can add another checkbox called, let's say, let me check. We can do another checkbox called master, let's say. Then we can add item here. And when item equals mustard, then mustard status plus let's display it in yellow. And we display just checked status. And I think that's all. We can rebuild the plugin by choosing this build solution button. And now we can just restart our test NativeUI. And now when I press F5, I should see 2 checkboxes, and when I click on master checkbox, the yellow message should appear. Okay, we have 2 checkboxes, and when I click it here, okay, we wish to add mustard. Okay, ketchup is also it's not colorized text. So as you can see, our NativeUI plugin, our custom NativeUI plugin works properly. So that's what I was. That's what I was spent last 2 days. I was searching the solution for the problem how to run NativeUI on C#. Okay, and so